my screen with you. And I'm also very happy to be with this community. And we'll share with you quickly a little background on our company, then on our team, and then, of course, what we offer for OCRE and the science and research community. So let me step in quickly. We have here a lot of you may know Deutsche Telekom as a company. T-Systems is actually part of that. Deutsche Telekom, of course, most known for its communications success around the world. And we as T-Systems are the digital provider for the clients that we serve in the Deutsche Telekom group, with main presence in Europe and about 38,000 people. However, the most important ones are on this slide, because this is our OCRE team. Yes, we are very happy that we have obtained framework contracts in all the 29 countries what we applied for in Europe. And this is our central team where we will try to serve you really very quickly with all the new ideas that may come from the community, best practices, share that also between different science disciplines or different countries. So this team will take care of all the projects around Europe. And my picture you can see on the left, I'm actually very happy to do this type of work. I'm 25 years with Telekom, but before that I was also a scientist, physicist in nuclear physics. So for me, it's always good to be back in the community, to work with the community. You learn every day, you discover every day new things. And that holds also for my colleague Martina, who's not on the call, that does the account management for us in Germany with the science community. Etienne, I think he is on the call. Maybe you can say a short hello.
Yeah, I'm on the call. Hi, everyone. I'm part of the T-Systems Open Telekom Cloud team for OCRE. Work with Yuri for a couple of years now, and I'm happy to be here today.
Thank you, Etienne. Then Stefan is a colleague of Etienne, also sales manager. I think he's already working on some project today, who could not attend, but I believe Birgit is in the call. So also short hello from you.
Yeah, hello. My name is Birgit Schünemann, and I'm having a sales support role in this accounting public of T-Systems, which is especially responsible for the research companies and institutions. And now I'm looking forward to this project.
Thank you, Birgit. And then last but not least, Sven is our expert cloud architect that usually helps with communities to discuss new ideas, new solutions, innovate, and really down to earth also will sit together with you behind the screen and configure things or test things. So that is also integral part of this team. Yeah, let's move on. So I think all of us see OCRE as a big step forward in the science community. We all know how important science have become, especially open science. I think the pandemic that we experience is one of the great examples of why it is so important that science collaborates, that science develops new vaccines or other new innovations quickly and also make that available to industry. And that's exactly what we want to support with our expertise. And we'll show shortly with you how we do that already since many years and how we want to make that a success for you in the Norwegian community. First, back to the framework contracts. You see here the 29 countries that we will serve from the new Telekom Cloud, Open Telekom Cloud that we have started just recently in the Netherlands region, 2 data centers that are especially set up for science with géant connectivity, the newest fabrics, all the functionality that we know is important for science. And then it's also possible to use the Germany region. We have in Open Telekom Cloud, it's an open stack cloud. We have a full open source strategy use all the main open source products, components, and platforms to manage workloads for all kinds of different use. And this is, as you know, steadily increasing. Yeah, more and more software developers are turning towards OpenStack, and I think it's also very well established in the research and education sector. So we hope that this makes it easy to step in and maybe reuse some of the work already done. Very important in science are data. Data is growing also very fast every day. And therefore, we offer also a big range of storage tiers and options for hot data, warm data, cold data, also to make solutions very sustainable. If you think of, for example, given preservation in science, that can be done at the lowest carbon footprint possible. Then, of course, we are certified, what you can expect from a German company, to all the relevant standards, ISO, but also the GDPR and related activities. And we run the data centers on 100% green energy. Here you see an overview of the functionalities that we have on the cloud, and I think it's a lot, maybe not to read aloud out to you in just 1 minute. I think it shows that OpenStack is an extremely powerful platform, and even then, if you add all those open source components like Kubernetes, like data warehouse solutions that we have on top of that, it basically can address, I think, every challenge that we see today in science, from the very simple, small computing effort to the very large HPC and GPU type of processing workloads that we support today. And of course, here we are open to any questions or follow-up to discuss what would be your interest, what particular area, what particular application. And to give you an idea of what we can do with this, let me share you some of our examples that we have done over the recent years. So I think very well known on the left side is the Large Hadron Collider at CERN, one of the biggest machines on Earth, and I also think one of the, or maybe the single biggest data producer in the world. This machine actually produces petabytes in seconds. Most of that is actually thrown away, but it still leaves incredible amount of data to be analyzed, to find the things scientists are looking for. And that is being done, analyzed, and distributed over actually 100 data centers around the world. And what we did with Open Telecom Cloud is to connect to this network of global data centers and basically be full transparent member of this grid. And scientists could push their day-to-day work simply to our cloud without changing anything, just as a container, doing a processing step to the CERN standards, and also being monitored by all the CERN tools and infrastructure that they had. So the Open Telecom Cloud worked like a CERN data center, and that was, I think, pretty magnificent for them, very easy to manage. Another example is from Molecular Laboratory in the UK. You know how important DNA analytics have become. Also, the pandemic has shown us, typically for these type of processes, when you get the data from the sequencing machines, the file sets you need to do the analytics are very large. Also for referencing, and that means you preferably would like to have machines with very large memory, like 512 gig or 1 terabyte memory even. And then these processes can run very fast. That are, of course, expensive machines that not everybody has in his data center. And that's where we helped the EMBL laboratory to provide these machines connected to their network. And then the data was remaining at their center, but being processed in our cloud. So a very nice example also of how you can stream data to the cloud and process it. And the third example on the right is from a very other area. It's from the European Copernicus program. Some of you may know it's dedicated at climate change, environment monitoring that we do with satellites watching Earth and producing, of course, a lot of data. And the most important thing is deriving intelligence from that data, most of the time automatically. And that's exactly what we do on Open Telecom Cloud. We have created a portal for that together with the EU and European Space Agency called Mundi. And on Mundi, not only scientists, but also really service providers from industry, like for agriculture, can simply use the data, process it, and derive their information from what they need. So just push this off. So how to make it a success? I think one is our team, of course, which we have shared with you. On top of that, in Deutsche Telekom, we have also research and lab activity that we also offer as a step into the cloud world. Of course, here we do also a lot of research projects with cloud technology. And if any of you in the community would be interested to not only obtain through OCRE a cloud, but also the experience, how to use that cloud to the best possible means, that is, of course, also what we share here and offer as support for you to maybe cut down the time that otherwise might be needed. In a summary, I think you see here on one slide on the top, we have one address. That's where you reach us. We have many competences from different areas: physics, earth science, biology, astronomy. We have a whole range of references, as you can see, and I think some pretty interesting discounts on our standard price lists, and that hopefully would create for you, I think, the compelling event to start with cloud, but also to start with us and maybe discuss one of the other new idea. We will be very much looking forward to that. And of course, in the handout that we will distribute later, we will provide you with some useful links to maybe first get yourself familiar what we offer in terms of prices, services, but also all the things that we offer around it with community and blogs and knowledge base. So thank you for your attention and welcome any questions.